I'm back with Chad. Chad, I met you for the first time about 2 months ago. You weren't feeling really well that day. You were in a hurry. You're walking barefoot in socks. I gave you some shoes that day. How have you been since then?
Man, it's hotter than heck out here. Nobody cares about anybody out here. But other than that, I've been all right. Yeah.
I saw that you were picked up by the Phoenix PD recently. How was that experience?
I had 3 misdemeanor warrants for trespassing. I took care of them yesterday.
Okay. So you got released yesterday or today?
Last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you have little misdemeanors like that, warrants, do they say time served or you have to go back?
It depends if you. It just depends on the judge. It depends if you miss court. It depends what they want to do. It depends on your bond.
Got it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today? You seem to be like feeling a little bit better than you were last time.
I'm a lot better than I was, but with the Social Security money that I get, it's hard to find a place because I only get $1,000 a month. So I got to find under the table work, and it's not easy to find that. So, yeah.
So that's from Social Security's disability because you do have a disability. How about you were in the military, in the Navy, right?
I was in the Marines and the Navy.
Marines and Navy.
Two split.
Awesome, that's cool. Thank you for your service again.
Yeah.
Does the military provide you with any type of benefit for your injuries or your issues?
No. Every soldier that gets out of the military should get a pension check, and it doesn't work like that. You got to file a claim, and it has to be granted. So
they denied you?
They denied me, yeah. But yeah.
So basically, some military doctor, looked at your application, your submission, and they said, no, he's not. He doesn't qualify for it. Or doesn't have it. It's not severe enough. Something like that.
Something like that. They do what they want to do. Believe me, I have PTSD from the military. I have it from the streets too. But the traumatic brain injury that I had while I was in, they're gonna grant that. So I just gotta wait on it.
Okay, takes time, right?
Yeah, it's like $4,000 a month though.
That'll be a big help for you, right?
Yeah.
If you were to be granted that, what would you do? How would it affect your life? How would it change your life?
I would get an apartment. I get a dog. I try to take care of my mom a little bit.
What type of dog are you gonna get?
I'm not sure. Probably a Chihuahua or something like that.
Really, something small?
Yeah.
Smaller poop?
Yeah.
To pick up? Yeah, absolutely. Right. Yeah, man. That's awesome.
Right.
Tell me about your time in the military. Did you get to travel?
Yeah, I was in Afghanistan. I was in Gulf of Hormuz, which is the strait that goes through outside Iran. It goes into the Persian Gulf. We were out there in the Navy. Yeah, the next war is with China, but that's going to be the end, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it looks like we're gearing up towards that, right?
It's going to be within the next 7-8 years.
Scary stuff, huh?
Yeah. Not really. Not if you believe in the Lord.
You're spiritual?
Yeah. If you believe in God and Jesus Christ, it depends. If He leaves you behind, you should go in the rapture. But if He leaves you behind, then you just got to deal with it. That's a good thing, you know. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. There's a lot to explain. So.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Basically, find your faith, right? And because I mean, society's crumbling, man. This country, it's not the same country that I grew up in. It's a lot, you know. And
my faith has never been knocked, man. But these people out here are a trip. Yeah, they don't care about anything. But some of them are okay. Some of them are all right. I'm not saying everybody, but yeah.
Why do you think you can see things like that, but people, you know, quote unquote normal people, a 9-to-5 job, they allow the politicians to lie to them and just be their sheep? Why do you think that is? That you're able to see it, but they can't?
Because God blinds certain people to the reality of what's going on. So.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. What were you when I approached you? What were you up to? It's hot out today. What were you trying to do?
Man, I'm just trying to stay alive, man. When you run out of money and there's no work or anything, you got to steal stuff from these stores to eat, man. It's just ridiculous. I don't like doing it, but at the same time, a lot of these stores deserve it. So, just saying.
You think so? Why is that?
Because they overcharge people.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they think it's funny when you don't have the money, and then they kick you out, and they think it's funny when you suffer outside, and it really pisses me off, man. So I'm defending everybody out here in that case. But anybody that's got a job, they don't have the right to talk to us the way they do. You know, it's pretty sickening, man.
Chad, recently I took Angela. She's a lady that's mental health issues, out here on the streets for 20 years. She had some medical issues. Her leg was infected really bad. I took her to the hospital. I was there waiting for her about 8 hours. She has her left eye is issued blind. She has a huge abscess on her left arm. You might have seen her out in the streets in the neighborhood because she's in the same neighborhood as you. And then that infection on her leg. She wasn't treated really well. You know, I can just see in the eyes of the hospital workers, the nurses, they weren't really keen to, you know, giving her good customer service.
That's
right?
Crazy, bro. I don't understand how they can keep a job when they treat people like that.
What's your experience been when you've gone to hospitals?
They think it's funny. And first off, those people have jobs because of me and my friends, man. We were in the military, and we put our lives on the lines, and they're like, oh, what do you mean by that? Well, man, we defended your freedom. You know what I'm saying? We defended your freedom enough for you to fucking, excuse my language, for you to treat people the way you do. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. But like the nurses and the doctors, they think things are funny and everything. But they're going to see what's funny when God comes, man. So when the tribulation comes, they're going to think they're going to see what's funny. So I feel bad for Angela, though. Is she all right?
You know what? Yeah, she is all right. Her leg is completely healed. So she's walking around and you know, living life. So I'm really happy for her. But I just wanted to get your perspective because I had never been inside of a hospital that long with somebody from the streets, and I can see. And it's not all doctors, it's not all nurses. That was just my experience, what I saw, how they look down on her a little bit, you know. And it's unfortunate because Chad, Angela, everybody out here, you guys are all human. You guys are all deserving of dignity, respect, and it's unfortunate that you don't always receive that.
God watches all that stuff. He's watching the nurses act like that. He's watching the doctors act like that, and they'll get what's coming to them.
So you mentioned your mom. You're trying to help her out. Do you think there's going to come a day when you're off the streets, you're helping her, and everything's just you and your dog and your mom, or what?
My mom is, I don't know if she's passing away or what, man, but she's been dealing with this for like the last 10 years, and I can't help what's going on right now. And she says that I'm killing her, and that's not fair for her to say that to me, you know what I'm saying? But she is sick, and I'm trying to just leave her alone.
Are you talking like, does she mean like the stress of you being out here kind of hurts her?
She got cancer and she got heart disease.
So. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I really prayers for your mom to get better, get well very, very soon. Okay.
Right.
I imagine she's relatively young and she shouldn't be going through that. So you know, again, my thoughts and prayers are for her to get better, get well very soon. What advice would you give to youngsters? There's an 18-year-old in the military right now, right? How can you help him? What advice can you give him so that when he experiences things in the military and something there might be onset of PTSD, what should that young man do to help him out in the long term?
You just got to believe in God and believe in Jesus Christ and let him handle everything. That's the best thing I can say about it.
Okay. When did your spirituality come? Was it out of the military, in the military?
When God gave me gifts, when I a long time ago, he gave me gifts and they caused me nothing but problems, man. And the Holy Spirit surrounds me every day. It lets me know stuff that's going on before it even happens. And yeah.
Wow. Okay. Chad, I was driving by and I turned to my left and boom, I'm like, that dude looks familiar. I recognized you right away.
Right.
I called your name, Chad. You looked around. You're like, who the hell's calling me, right?
Yeah.
Who knows my name? We kind
of.
of.
The window was rolled up. I didn't know if you were gonna roll the window down and shoot me or what was going on, man. So.
I just wanted to say hi, man. Okay,
Right on.
it was we had a good interaction last time. Got you some shoes because you know I was concerned for you. I'm still glad that you're out here fighting. Okay,
Yeah.
so keep fighting, brother, and one day soon you'll get off out of the streets. Okay.
Yeah.
So God bless. Stay safe. We'll talk soon. Okay.
Okay. Right on.